to attend a boxing match. This bout is sanctioned by the World Boxing Council, the president of the WBC, highly respected president, El Presidente Jose Sulaiman, supervisor Bobby Lee, de la Comisión Boxeo de México, Antonio Murrieta, and Juan Jose Torres Landa. Presentando a los jueces, introducing the judges at ringside. David Chung, Marty Denkin, Elacio Perez. Bien amigos, esta es la pelea principal de póker de ases de 12 rounds. All right, fans, here we go. The main event of the evening brought to you by Don King, King Vision, SET pay-per-view in association with Estadio Azteca. It's the WBC Super Lightweight Championship of the World, scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing. Damas y caballeros, ladies and gentlemen, it's showtime! Introducing the referee in charge, el referee es Joe Cortez. Presentando en la esquina azul al retador. Introducing the challenger in the blue corner. He enters the ring wearing red trunks with white and blue trim. El peleador de Henderson, Nevada, en los Estados Unidos. Y con un peso de 63.5 kilos, he weighed in at an even 140 pounds. Con récord de 31 victorias, 4 derrotas, un empate y un sin concurso, tiene 16 victorias por knockout. His record includes 31 wins, 4 losses, 1 draw, and 1 no contest, with 16 wins by way of knockout. Here is the former IBF lightweight champion, currently ranked the #2 WBC Super Lightweight contender, presentando al retador número 2 en el mundo, Greg Haugen. Y su rival, al campeón en la esquina roja, presenting his opponent across the ring in the red corner. He is wearing blue trunks with white trim. Y representando Culiacán, Sinaloa, México. Con un peso de 63.2 kilogramos, he weighed in at a ready 139.5 pounds. Con un sobresaliente récord de 84 victorias y 0 derrotas, tiene 72 victorias por knockout, with a tremendous record of 84 wins, no losses, 72 wins by way of knockout. He is the 5-time world champion in 3 weight divisions, the defending WBC Super Lightweight Champion of the World. Demos la bienvenida al sensacional e invicto, el gran campeón mexicano, Julio Cesar Chavez. Aquí está el referee Joe Cortez.
Okay, Julio. All right, gentlemen. Julio, Greg, we went over the rules in the dressing room. Ya decimos las reglas en camerino. I want you to give me a good, clean fight. Any punch here is low. Right here, it's still good. My discretion, the belly button is low. Échate para acá, Julio. Quiero que me den una pelea limpia. Give me a good, clean fight. Shake hands. Good luck to both of you. Dale la mano. Come on, Julio.
Oh, little dissing there.
No shake from Chavez. The bad blood carries over from all the pre-fight hype into the pre-fight instructions.
And Cortez would have none of it. Made them touch hands. Well, Haugen will soon feel enough of those. He doesn't need to be given a free one.
Here we go, round one. Chavez says, I'm going to give Haugen the worst beating of his life. He even went so far as to say when Haugen returns to his hometown, no one will recognize him. He thinks Haugen has a big mouth, is gross, and very negative. And those are his good points.
It's not that easy. He's just got hit. Haugen did by a good straight right hand. There's another one, and it set him back.
Down goes Haugen, seconds in. A straight right that hammered Haugen to the deck.
A difference in class here is apparent. I'm surprised that he wants to take care of him this soon. He will go to the body if he doesn't want to knock him out and give him a beating.
He wants to punish him like he did against Hector Camacho.
Well, maybe he's changed his game style and decides I better just knock this guy out and give him no respect. Every time he hits him, he shakes Haugen.
Little low there by Chavez as the fans chant Mexico. So Haugen already in trouble a minute into the fight. He came in saying, I'm totally relaxed. Maybe he's too relaxed.
Well, he got relaxed into the canvas. Those punches are so hard, you can hear them all the way over here.
He told us that Chavez is taking him too lightly. He's not as great as everybody thinks. And what was going through Greg's mind in the first few seconds of the fight there.
Well, he's reevaluating his opinion. Low blow, but Cortez on the wrong side didn't see it.
Haugen says Chavez fights one way, straight ahead. He's right about that. But he said, I'll outbox him. He hasn't fought anybody like me.
Right now, he's just punishing him. He had to let that right hand fly to the head like he had in the early part of the round.
Chavez pouring it on right above us.
He looks like he's got a governor. He just gets him on the point of knockout and he quits. He really wants to hurt this guy.
What a strong combination by Chavez. Again. And then Haugen spins him around, but to no avail.
Haugen is a tough little guy, and make no mistake about that. He's feisty, but he's in way over his head in class, and he has no punch to keep Chavez off. So whenever the champion decides he wants to pull the string, that's when this fight will end.
The chance now of Julio.
Boy, Julio is giving him a beating like he doesn't want this round to end. He wants him to go home with a little hurt.
Chavez, the complete package. Generally starts out in deliberate fashion, working to the body, but he's starting out quickly against Haugen here in the first round.
He's got him anytime he wants him with that right hand. He hasn't thrown it. When he throws it, he gets him in trouble. Haugen cannot take the right hand and can't block it. He's in big trouble.
Haugen, almost surgical like. Round one over.
Okay, now listen, when you get down underneath there, you got to throw something. When you go down in here, you got to throw something. You know? Bring him up, son. Bring him up.
Let's look at that knockdown. And this is the product of those shots with the right hand right there, right on the button. I mean, there's no way you can avoid getting knocked out by a hand like that. There it is again, 3 times. Once flush, and then 2 kind of grazing shots, and that's it. He could have ended the fight. Make no mistake about it. This man wants to punish Haugen.
Haugen comes back at Chavez, who stood the entire between rounds. Chavez did not sit down, coming off the tremendous first round. Vicious, economical, overwhelming, punishing round by Chavez.
Stop punching. No, let go, please. Let go.
Chavez withholding that right hand until the moment he decides. He'll start jabbing, and pretty soon that right hand will follow.
Right hand by Haugen, but a grazing blow.
Problem is, Haugen hasn't got that big a punch.
There's that legendary left hook by Chavez. No, those are soft punches by Greg Haugen. Again, Chavez to the body. And those punches by Haugen having no effect. That right hand by Chavez had effect.
Yeah, didn't land really hard. Had it landed really hard, he'd been in our lap.
Chavez made a bet with Don King. He has to knock Haugen out for $100,000. If he doesn't, he says, I'll owe Don $100,000.
I don't think he's in any trouble. I don't think the bet is in trouble.
Little extra incentive for Julio.
Yeah. The preliminaries
What's coming in with that head? What's the head? Let's go.
coming in with all the flags and may last longer in the fight at this stage. Oh, nice right hand again by Chavez.
And then follows it up with a left uppercut.
Crowd warming up. I saw something in that pre-fight thing I've never seen before. Butch Lewis wearing a shirt at a fight. I mean, that's surprising.
Maybe he feels a chill in the Mexican air. It's extremely comfortable here in Mexico City.
For everybody but Greg Haugen.
Yes, just about the same.
Haugen's face already all nicked up. He's bleeding from the nose. He's all lumped up and he's red.
And it's only the second round.
And Chavez is not really pouring in the gas yet.
No, we haven't seen the vintage relentless Chavez, who pours it on, comes at you from every angle. That's when Haugen is really going to think twice about entering this ring, if that occurs. Under 30 seconds in the second. Haugen told us the gloves will be to his advantage. Not so to this point. They're 8-ounce Reyes puncher's gloves.
Yeah, and he's not a puncher, and the other guy is, so guess what? He was wrong.
Final seconds ticking away, round 2.
See those body shots? That's the punishment. That's what he wants him to carry back to the States. Those rib shots kill you.
Jala el pantalón. Tienes que estar más tranquilo. La mano izquierda larga, doble y el cruzo a la derecha, eso es todo. Y el tercero izquierda. No vayas encima de él. Tómatelo con más calma, que va a ser más fácil. Cuando izquierda lo va a hacer que yo viene con la herida. Cruza a la derecha. Y no te quedes parado.
Here's a good right hand by Chavez. He's kind of saving it like vintage wine to throw it when he wants to. And we'll see it as it lands. There you go. Real fast, right over. Incredible. And then, of course, the body work to take a little message back to the corner. Hey, this guy is killing me when he goes back to the corner. His body shots. There. You see what that does? It takes a short rib and floats it around your body, and your legs say, I don't want any more of that.
Time called by Joe Cortez.
Get in that corner. Greg, get in that corner. Julio, in that corner.
He's sending the fighters into the neutral corners.
Come on, tape.
The ring was dismantled in the corner of Greg Haugen.
That's
Come on, let's tie this up.
That's
He's on tape. Yeah, tape.
He's hollering, imploring somebody to come to work. Here, Showtime employees are going on.
The stanchion that would be behind Greg Haugen fell to the canvas.
Yeah, that's a ring pad, which here's our Showtime people using our Showtime tape. We'll have to charge them for that.
All right.
All right, always ready to take on any challenge.
Showtime coming through with the tape to help out Joe Cortez.
Julio's mind has wandered. He's not talking to the audience.
All right, round 3 begins. The first round was unmerciful, as Chavez just didn't let up on Greg Haugen's face and body. On the subject of Chavez's record, Haugen said he fought 60 Tijuana cab drivers that my mother could have knocked out. Look at his first 50 fights. They're nothing but palookas. Am I supposed to be scared?
And the answer is yes.
Yes.
All those Tijuana cab drivers fight better than he does.
He noticed that Chavez had once fought a fighter named Jerry Lewis. He wanted to know if that was the Nutty Professor. Well, he knows what he's in against right now. He says he rises to the occasion when he fights a good boxer, does Haugen. Chavez rises to the occasion all the time. 84-0, 72 knockouts.
The trouble is, Chavez is the occasion. Wherever he goes, he is it. And right now, he's just taking it easy and giving him punishment.
And so far, this has been a Mexican holiday.
Yeah. Except for Ruelas, he's not done too well with Azuma Nelson, but here, Chavez is having no trouble.
Where's that elbow, hey?
Round 3 rolling on. Midway. It has been all Julio Cesar Chavez.
He's fighting like at half speed there. Haugen trying to bully and get tough and push him off. Trying to get him mad. Oh boy, that just results in bigger beatings. Look at that little inside uppercut he just threw.
Hold the head, hold the head, hold the head.
There is nothing on the punches of Haugen, but I mean nothing. Oh, that side has got to be sore for the rest of this month.
Greg Haugen has never been knocked out. All of his losses via decision. He's 31-4-1, one no contest. Only 16 knockouts in those 31 victories. So this could be a first, personally, for Greg Haugen tonight if he gets KO'd.
He may not get KO'd, but he looks like he's on the way to a TKO. Somebody will have mercy and stop this. He has no punch. He has no way to keep Julio Cesar Chavez off except mercy on the part of Chavez, and he has none.
He said, I'm not going to just stand there like Camacho, said Greg Haugen, and get Chavez target practice. But we have seen him stand in there over the first 2+ rounds. And now 3 in the books. 130,000 strong, a new record. This is so much more than a night of boxing here in Mexico City. It's really an event, a mass of humanity that will be talked about here for a long, long time. Sort of like the World Series, a Super Bowl, and a Michael Jackson concert rolled into one.
He may be sitting down. Remember the last time he fought, he had a cushion on the chair because his back is bad. And he doesn't sit down between rounds because it tightens up on him. But in that case, I wonder why he didn't go ahead and take this guy out.
He gets tired just like you. He's human just like you. He's fit like you. All right? Walk him.
You come right back on him, right in that pocket. When he goes back, you go with him.
Inside, walk him. Walk him inside. Fuck out of here.
Jim Montgomery, Victor Machado, Keith Clavin urging Haugen on, saying he's human just like you. But as I said when we were on camera, I wonder about that.
He's human, but better. I mean, that's what Haugen should have said. Yes, he's human, but he's so much better now.
Probably what Greg was thinking.
And in Chavez's corner, to the delight of Buffalo Martin, he can speak Spanish now to his fighter. He's telling him, listen, let's not play around anymore. Let's just finish this thing off. Look at the arms. The right arm of Haugen is all red from the shots he's taking on the arm. The right arm is all red from the deltoid all the way down to the elbow.
One of the things that made the great Rocky Marciano so effective, right? Used to just wear you down on the arms and then go in for the finish. 4th round, scheduled for 12. It's the WBC Super Lightweight Championship. Julio Cesar Chavez in the blue trunks. The champion, Greg Haugen, taking a beating in the ring.
He's giving him a little sampling of uppercut 102 right there. I mean, he has thrown nothing but uppercuts and hit every one.
Well, we saw counter punching 101 from Azuma Nelson and uppercuts 102 from Chavez. Mexico, the chant from the sellout crowd. So much pride being exuded from this partisan crowd. Low blow there by Chavez.
You know Chavez is carrying him here because Terry Norris, an equal fighter now to Chavez, would have walked right through him by now and finished it. He doesn't have the patience to punish anybody. He just wants to finish it. And here, an expert fighter is just giving this guy a pasting. I mean, with good patience, he is punishing his body, his arms, he's breaking up his face.
Chavez would have to go up and weight Norris down if they were to meet.
That might be the only advantage that Terry Norris would have. Guys at his age going up somehow drop something.
Chavez is now 139.5 for this fight. Norris says he feels most comfortable at 154, but would have no problem coming down to 147. Oh, headshots by Chavez. Precision shots, target practice. And nothing on the punches of Haugen.
Come on.
Pitter-patter.
Come on, give me fight. Come on, with the heads inside.
I think Chavez would like to see him well marked for the post-fight photographs, because he's doing the job on him like the kind of job he did on Camacho, where it looked like hard shots after the fight was over.
He had both eyes just about closed at the end of that fight at Thomas and Mack in Las Vegas. Chavez again unloading. Upstairs, downstairs, to the side, everywhere, to the ribs.
Well, if there's anything to be said for Greg Haugen, is he certainly is feisty. Nobody has ever questioned his courage or guts or common sense in tonight's episode. He is there to fight. I can't wait to hear what they're going to tell Haugen in this corner.
Watch out, Brent.
Inside walking, okay? He feels just like you. He's the better man than you. He's the better man.
Go to the right. Every time
He's the better man than you.
Every time that shot's up, you got to throw that shot.
Now we're going to see who's the man here.
You know?
Yeah.
Another course in body punching for all you young fighters who want to know how the body attack is done. Here's Julio. He just doesn't give you a break. He keeps right on going to the body. No matter what happens, he always punishes the body. And then when he gets tired of that, he goes right to the head and mark him up a little bit so he can go home and talk about Tijuana taxi drivers some more.
Yeah.
Well, what can you say to Haugen in the corner? What can you say? Usually starts with Our Father who art in heaven. You know, I mean, there's nothing you can say to this guy.
Well, they were giving him the same
Let's put it on him.
old song.
Look at the Indian blood.
He's only human.
Look at the Indian blood. All right? Here are the 3 balls. Inside roll. Roll inside.
Now they're having problems with the support in the other neutral corner. Reason for the delay.
And the ubiquitous Mike Marley, having forsaken a writer's career, has now turned into a ring carpenter.
Round 5 scheduled for 12.
I like him better this way.
And you're turning into a comedian.
Well, I mean, anything to do with Mike Marley usually brings a laugh.
Julio Cesar Chavez looking to unleash another barrage. And we have seen just about everything in his repertoire, a variety of punches from all angles, much to the chagrin of the challenger, Greg Haugen. And there is genuine bad blood.
Right hand. Look at the legs of Haugen. Haugen's gone. He's gone.
In all kinds of difficulty, but he stays up there, Ferdy. Unbelievable heart by Haugen. I'll give him that.
He has got heart and he's got cement legs. What's keeping him up? If he has distance between them so that Julio can land that right hand from outside, he'll go right down. Again, Julio lightens up. He wants to beat this guy. Again, he lightens up. He's got him right where he wants him. He's off. There's the right hand from distance. Haugen moving away that time. There's the right hand again.
He's playing with him. He could have put him away, but he wants to really punish Haugen
again. It's just like target practice.
But Haugen, to his credit, hanging in there. He's taking it like a man.
Oh, he is. So did Camacho. Give Camacho credit. He took it. But the end was the same.
Midway through the 5th. Oh, brother, a combination. And down goes Haugen.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8. How do you feel? You want to continue?
Haugen says, yes, I'll continue with 1:08 remaining in the 5th.
And the problem is there's 1 minute and 10 seconds, and Chavez wants to go home.
Haugen has never lost by knockout. This could be the first. Chavez unloading. And it's being stopped by Joe Cortez. It's all over.
Okay. Well done. Well done, Cortez. Well done. Well, if he wanted to give him a beating, he did. And if Haugen wants to reconsider the remarks about the Tijuana taxes, he should. But all credit to Haugen. Let us not say that he was anything but a punching bag. He was in here to fight. He's an ex-champion. He was just totally over his head. Outclassed is what you call this.
And Chavez backing up his words. He did give Haugen a beating. And he lifts his remarkable record to 85-0 with 73 knockouts. And now, good sportsmanship being displayed by the two who came into the fight with a great distaste for one another.
Well, I think Chavez is still mad at him. He gets stung by these remarks. After all, he's a great champion, and he doesn't think he has to lower himself to show business.
You wouldn't know it by looking at him, but he's a very sensitive guy outside of the ring.
Well, he's not too sensitive to land a thunderous right hand, which we're going to show here in a moment. And this is the kind of punishment which finally wrote the quietus on this episode. At some time, we're going to show you this right hand, which is so strong. Now, keep your eye on the right hand. Just keep it right there, because whang, there it comes. Now, watch all the movements of Greg Haugen, a knocked out fighter. Things aren't working. His muscles aren't working. His nerves aren't working. Now, finally, just from the weight of punches, Haugen goes down. Good right hand. Another right hand. Another right hand. That's it. Goodbye. It's the absolute whirl fell in on him. And then in the corner here, Chavez just said a bunch of punches, and Cortez will stop this. Cortez did stop it correctly, I think. There's nobody in this place wanted to see any more of this damage.
Perhaps no better finisher in the sport than Julio Cesar Chavez, was just waiting for his moment.
And I wonder if Terry Norris watched this in the dressing room.
Let's get the official announcement from our ring announcer, Jimmy Lennon Jr.
Y caballeros, tenemos el tiempo. Ladies and gentlemen, we have the time. 2 minutos, 2 segundos in el quinto round. 2 minutes, 2 seconds in round number 5. The winner by way of technical knockout. El ganador por knockout técnico, el gran campeón mexicano y mundial, Julio Cesar Chavez.
130,000 strong salute. Julio Cesar Chavez, JC superstar here in Mexico City. A staggering 85-0 now, with 73 knockouts, hoisted to the shoulders of his people. The hometown product coming through here in Mexico City. The Grand Slam of boxing, ending in grand style for Julio Cesar Chavez. He said he would punish Haugen, and his words came to fruition. But you got to give credit to Greg Haugen, who stood in there, took a beating, and was really ready to continue. But Joe Cortez stopped it at 2:02, the official time of round number 5. Interesting night of boxing here all around at Azteca Stadium in Mexico City. They've seen a lot of great sporting events here. World Cup championships, the 1968 Summer Olympics, and tonight the all-time paid professional boxing record of 130,000, eclipsing Philadelphia, September 23rd, 1926, for the first Dempsey-Tunney heavyweight title fight, when they had 120,470. So history made here tonight with this big crowd. 114,000 was the largest sports crowd. 1986 World Cup finals between Argentina and Germany previous to tonight. The record set at Azteca Stadium, in the second largest stadium in the world. It is chaos in the ring right now. Julio Cesar Chavez, Don King with his arm wrapped around him. As I said at the outset of the telecast, almost a surreal setting here with this mass of humanity. Not too many of the 130,000 have left. There is going to be some whopping traffic jam after this one, folks. We won't get out of here for at least 2 hours after this is over. again as we pan this humongous crowd at Azteca Stadium in Mexico City. The fight doctor, Ferdy Pacheco, is all set to go in the ring. Here he is.
As much as you want.
Como que quería castigarlo.
Realmente sí.
Además de la conmoción de tonta de revolú que había, lo podías castigar como tú querías castigarlo.
Realmente sí, Haugen se lo merecía. Y es por eso que lo castigué. A todo aquel que me insulte y me critique, lo castigo así.
He says, yes, Haugen deserved to be punished. That's why he punished him. And whoever insults him deserves to be punished like this. And he will punish him like this.
Él creó que did he think he could knock him out sooner?
¿Creías que lo podía noquear más ligero?
Cuando yo quería, lo podía noquear porque me sentía muy bien, muy fuerte.
He felt very strong, very good. He knew he could knock him out whenever he wanted to. He felt very comfortable.
Did he feel the great deal of pride to fight before 130,000?
Orgulloso de pelear frente de 130,000.
Yes, very good. Mañana voy a Culiacán. Recíbanme tomorrow con la tambora en Culiacán.
He's going to Culiacán tomorrow. He wants them to await him with the conga.
Quiero a todos mis paisanos en el aeropuerto a la 1 de la tarde con la tambora.
He will wait. He will be in the airport tomorrow. He wants all the cameras and all of his fans. He arrives at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Recuerda de decir lo que hablamos de Don King.
Que no estoy peleado con Don King. Es bullshit, es mentira. Todos tratan de separarnos a mí, Don King, porque yo y Don King somos el número 1.
He wants everyone to know that he has not fought with Don King as the papers and the reporters have rumored. He loves him, he pays him well, he's taken good care of him.
Todo el mundo quiere acabarnos, pero Don King es el mejor promotor del mundo.
He says everyone wants to finish with him and Don. He wants everyone to know that Don King is the best promoter in the world.
Yes, yes. My father, Don King.
I love you, Julio.
What how about Terry Norris? What did he see him tonight? Is he anxious to fight him? Gladys.
Okay.
Terry Norris, le quiero pelear.
¿La viste?
Baje a peso welter y peleo con él.
He says if Terry Norris comes down to welterweight, he will fight him.
All right,
He's not scared of him.
A brave and determined Greg Haugen has fought this whole crowd and come all the way through to say something to us. Greg.
Julio's a great fighter. Caught me with a good right hand in the first round, and I started to come back. I thought I was hitting him with some good shots. We were trading good shots, and he's a hard puncher. He's a hell of a fighter. Definitely one of the best fighters in the world, and he proved it. You know, caught me in the 5th round with a flush right hand. I just couldn't recover from him. He just kept throwing punches. So I have to give it to him. The better man won.
Thank you, Don.
Ahora sí reconoces que ya no peleé con taxistas. No taxistas. Well, they must have been tough taxi drivers.
All right. Greg Haugen, always the last word. A gallant man who took a big beating tonight. And back to Steve, who doesn't have to take a beating at ringside.
Thanks, Ferdy. A gracious and classy Greg Haugen saluting Julio Cesar Chavez in the end in hugs. Grand Slam of boxing coming to a close. A privilege to be part of this historic event. A paid attendance record for boxing of 130,000 here at Azteca Stadium in Mexico City. We have 2 exciting World Championship bouts on our broadcast horizon. WBA Cruiserweight Champion Bobby Chez, our sometime broadcast partner, faces the challenge of #1 contender Orla Norris, Terry's older brother. That championship fight will be telecast live on Showtime April 23rd. And on May the 8th, Showtime Event Television and King Vision present the WBC version of the World Heavyweight Championship. Undefeated champ Lennox Lewis makes his first title defense when he meets the challenge of #1 contender Tony TNT Tucker. Hope to see you then. But right now, let's go back to Jim Hill for a final recap. Jim?
All right, Steve, thank you very much. Almost as extraordinary as the event in the stadium tonight was the efforts of the men and women who worked for months to bring you this unprecedented television event. And many thanks to all of you who made this happen. We would also like to extend our gratitude to our friends at Televisa. Without their assistance, we could not have accomplished tonight's telecast. But let's recap before we leave you what happened tonight in the ring here before 130,000 fans in Azteca Stadium in Mexico City. In our first event, it was Michael Nunn. In a first-round TKO, he retained his WBA super middleweight title with a first-round TKO over Dan Morgan. Then we moved on to Azuma the Professor Nelson. He retained his WBC super featherweight championship Championship with a majority decision over Gabriel Ruelas. Our third bout of the evening had Terry Norris. He scored a second-round TKO over Maurice Blocker to retain his WBC Super Welterweight Championship. And then in our main event, it was Julio Cesar Chavez scoring a fifth-round TKO as he defeated Greg Haugen, and his record now is an amazing 85-0. And so for Steve Albert and Ferdy Pacheco, this is Jim Hill saying adios from Azteca Stadium in Mexico City. This has been a presentation of King Vision Pay-Per-View Limited and Showtime Event Television in association with Estadio Azteca. King Vision executive producer, Don King.